Okay, I'm just going to wait a few minutes for people to join. Hey Desu, how's everybody's Friday going? Okay, we've already got quite a few tracks for today. I think we'll start with Nicholas. I don't know if I can download this. Let me just open spam. Make it a pretty blue color. Okay, so we're starting with Nicholas's tune. It's called Frozen. It's a bit quiet, so I'm just gonna... Doesn't look like it's been mastered or limited at all. I'm gonna turn it up a bit. Okay, so I don't know, it's kind of like the drums are a bit weird. The kick is like really buried in the mix. And it kind of sounds like it goes out of key over here. Yeah, that's out of key. Yeah, that's definitely out of key. I also just think the main lead is a bit obnoxious and like it doesn't really change, so I would work on just making it a bit more dynamic in terms of like filtering and automation. Mostly though, this whole section sounds super out of key. I think that's the biggest problem. So fix that first, and then fix the kick, make it sound a bit more present, and go from there. Okay, next up, Rayo. Hello, I'm a producer from Russia. I'd like to hear your opinion on the track. Okay. Hey, Carl. Hey, big fan. Just wanted to say hi. I don't have the balls to post anything yet, but in the future, keep your videos coming, really inspiring. Thanks for the message, and thanks for watching. Yeah, keep working at it. Okay, let's hear this. Yeah, I think it's just too much reverb on the main synth over here. Like I can hear what you're going for, but it's just, it kind of like clouds the mix, that reverb. Hang on, somebody's at the door, just give me 1 sec. Sorry about that. I am back. Okay, let's just focus on this again. Yeah, so you can have that much reverb, but I think you should just cut out the low end from the reverb. So if the reverb has an EQ in it, just cut out everything below like 300 hertz. Also turn down the reverb on the clap, the percussion in general. I think that piano is lacking a bit of low end. Probably been high passed a bit, so I'd just bring that down and just open it up, especially in these sections where you've got no other like sub or anything playing. George is asking, where should we upload the track for feedback? So you just go into Discord and then you add it to this channel, feedback live stream. So like the hats in this are also pretty weird. They, as you can see, they're kind of like peaking above 10K. And it's kind of like harsh on the ears, so I would probably opt for hats that are peaking more around here and then decaying around 10K. You get what I mean? So like... I'm just showing you as an example. You probably want hats that sound more like around there, but don't do what I'm doing now because that just doesn't sound good. Find hats that actually have content that are sitting more around this area and less around this area. Okay, the ARP is nice, but I think it's a bit loud. Yeah, you should seriously compress that ARP a bit, I think. Just have it so that, like, put a compressor on it and then have it so at its loudest, it's not like peaking above the drums. And then, yeah, that should balance it out a bit more. Yeah, so I think it's just mostly mixing stuff. Like it's kind of like the kick gets buried a bit. That ARP is way too loud. Kick is kind of just like a little thump. I think it needs to have a bit more of a transient to it. The actual ARP like sequence is quite nice, I think. So yeah, that's fine. Yeah, mostly just work on the mix, try and rebalance stuff and get it sound a bit more cohesive, maybe swap the kick out. Right, thanks for sending it in. And what's next? This was arrow isolation. Okay, arrow butty asleep. Okay, we've got no download on this, so we're just gonna have to play it here. I think that's a piano in the background over there, and it sounds like it's out of key with the ARP. Yeah, that part sounds out of key. I actually really like where the ARP is like slowed down over here. Sounds super nice over there. the sounds are just a bit like centered and weak. Like the kick clap isn't really hitting like hard. Maybe hard's the wrong word. I mean, like they just don't have enough like almost like harmonic content in them. Like they just feel like lo-fi and like weak. I think you probably want to kick with like a tiny bit more of a click on it. Probably want some more hats in there, like something wide, like a 16th hat just playing wide with a maybe with a shaker or something. Maybe some distortion on that bass line. There also sounded out of key. That like piano in the background is just, it's definitely out of key. Yeah, out of key. So I was just out for lunch with a friend. Had me about 20 chicken wangs and about 7 Jack Daniels. So my judgment might not be the best. So take everything I say with a pinch of salt. Ooh. Who's next? Nile. I think this guy has submitted before. I think he's a pilot. He's either a pilot or a aircraft engineer. I don't remember. I think that's his friend's plane. What up, Nile? Wait, do you think he flies for EasyJet pilot? Yeah, he is. Sorry, I was distracted there. I was distracted thinking about your pilot ways. Yeah, so what I was going to say is, I feel like the drums, like the hats and the clap and everything is just lacking content in like the really high highs, like above 7K. Yeah, like that shaker just sounds like it's cut off. Actually, I can download this and check it. Yeah, there we go. You can see that. It's like everything above there is just like non-existent. It's also lacking a lot of this area. I think it sounds like you've just got like a shaker in there, so even when that hat comes in, it's not enough to kind of drive the top end. So you just need some more like hats, really like a nice open hat, maybe like a nice little closed hat, maybe a ride or something, just to fill out that top end. KPM is sad because I didn't respond. Can you listen to a song I made 7 years ago? 7 years ago. Jesus. Well, yeah, I'll listen to it. If I give you feedback, are you going to actually change it? I think it's quite a nice groove over there. The clap sounds quite resonant, so maybe I would change that clap. for something else. I don't know. Just try a few different samples and see if you can find another clap that sits better in the mix. I had a kid. Life was calling. Do you know what? I have a kid and I have another one on the way, and I still find time to produce. That's no excuse. I won't have any of that over here. You simply prioritized things over music production, which you shouldn't have, and I'm disappointed in you, KPM. So there it is. I'm just laying it out there. I'm just don't feel bad, but you probably should feel bad. Just saying. I actually quite enjoyed this track. I think it's got some potential. Some nice vibes to it, so good work there. I think maybe also some more atmospheric sounds in the background, like you've got like a little vocal chopper you can hear. But I think you have space for like a pad or something, like a drone in the background. Maybe even like an ARP or something. This section especially sounds really nice, I think. How old am I? I am 31. Turning 32. Okay, who's next? For Utopia. I've been thinking about like every once in a while somebody sends in a track that I think is actually really good, and I want to like feature it somehow and show everybody how great it sounds. Like it deserves recognition, and I want like people to, I don't know, I just want the artist to get some exposure, and I know I can't really provide that exposure, but I just wish there was a way I could promote a track almost. I don't know why I'm saying this, because I don't really have an answer for how to promote it, but I think it would be cool, like if I had a bigger following, if I could like take somebody's track and promote it, like upload it on my YouTube channel or something. There was one track I had in mind. I'll see if I can find it, that I want to show everybody, that I just listened to. Somebody sent in, I listened to it and I was like, wow. It actually like gave me some solid emotion, so I think deserves some recognition. I'll see if I can find it. I'll play it after this, and then maybe I'll do it like every week, where maybe not every week, maybe once a month. If I find tracks from people that sound really good, like a lot better than you would expect from beginners, then yeah, I'll play them out for everybody. Yeah, that little ARP sounds really nice. The drums feel like a little bit obnoxious here. Yeah, I have an audience here. I mean, it's not huge, but I guess it helps. I'll try and find the song and maybe I'll play it after this. Yeah, this tune's quite nice. I'm actually enjoying it. I think the main melody is strong enough that you can like repeat it over and over again. Yeah, I'm really loving that ARP. Like, it has such a nice vibe and like emotion to it. I think you could make it like a little bit more clear with a bit more of a transient on it. At the moment it kind of sounds like it doesn't have much of an attack on it. Personally, I would also change the kick just for something, I don't know, just a nicer kick. It's not a bad kick, but I feel like you could do better. I would just maybe load in another 50 kicks and switch through them until you can find something that sits nicer. Nice work, man. I'm enjoying this song. Yeah, I think I just don't like the click of the kick. I think you should just, yeah, find a different kick. Okay, I found the song that I wanted to show you guys. I don't even know if this guy is watching now, but he might find out that I'm about to do this. So, hang on, let me look it up again. My phone. There we go. Yeah, this guy sent this in like a few weeks ago, and I've actually listened to it quite a few times just for my own enjoyment, which is like honestly the best kind of feedback you could get. If you send something into somebody and they're like, they just want to hear it again. That's all anybody ever wants, I think, from their music. They want to put something out that people just want to hear again, right? So this did it for me. Like, the mix isn't the best on the song, but I just think the writing is pretty good. So I'll play it for you guys. for some reason the song just does it for me. Like it hits me right in the feels. And like I feel like the sound design is like nothing amazing. The mix is not really good. It's kind of, I mean, it's okay. It doesn't sound bad. There's nothing really like mind-blowing about the song, but the song, for some reason, I keep coming back to it to listen to it because it gives me emotion. And that is something that like hardly anybody that sends me music, like I very, very rarely feel something for music. And this gives me as much, this song for some reason gives me as much emotion as, you know, listening to any other artist that I like Ben Burma or Lane 8 or something. This song just does it for me. So yeah, good job to this guy, Sarvish Palav. Really good job. I really like this, and I just feel like I wanted to show it to you guys. So there we go. Hey, a shoe. Thanks for the $5. Thank you for doing this, man. I sent a remix if you could check it out. Are you Sarvesh Palav? I don't think you are. Yeah, I should probably tag him in this. Oh, I'll tell him afterwards. You sent a remix. So let's just see. Where's the remix? Oh, shoot, there we go. Is that you? It must be. A shoe. Yeah, so I'll check out your track because you've just donated. So I'll give people who donate priority. But yeah, I really love that track. I just showed you guys. It's good work. Okay. Lewis Capaldi remix. Well, this will probably be removed from the stream in the end because definitely going to get some copyright.
I'm going on during this time. I feel there's no one to save me. This all and nothing really got away, driving me crazy. I need somebody to hear, somebody to know, somebody to hurt, somebody to hold. It's easy to say, but it's never the same. I guess I kinda like the way.
Yeah, I think this section. actually sounds fine. I was thinking it sounds pretty balanced, and I was kind of hoping that the rest of it would sound as balanced, but over here I think the sub is too loud and it's kind of, yeah, I can hear like it almost sounds like it's over compressed or over limited or something, like it's going in through some pre-master, but from the wave, like from the actual wave file, it doesn't even look like it's being compressed, so I'm not really sure what's happening. Like, can you hear how the volume's kind of just like randomly ducking down and jumping up and down? Yeah, I think the melody's quite nice. It's just got, it sounds like over compressing, like it's being over compressed too much, like you're driving it into a limiter or something, and it's kind of just the volume's all over the place. I think just need to fix that. Compositionally it's good though, it's nice. Like over here it sounds nice, and it's the same melody, so I think you just need to fix that mix down. Cool, thanks for sending that in. Back to the queue. Scary. Yeah, so you said you have a limiter in the pre-master. Just like, if you're ever using a limiter, make sure that it's doing like, depends what limiter you're using, because certain limiters sound different. Like, I know from experience that ozone limiter you can push to like 5 dB gain reduction without it sounding like it's doing something to the sound, with like negative to the sound. But some limiters, you know, it depends on like the attack and release and stuff, but some limiters you know you get like 2 or 3 dB gain reduction from them and it just sounds terrible. So depending on what limiter you're using, just bring down that threshold until you hear it noticeably changing what the song sounds like, and then just back off a little bit. You always want limiters to just be like transparent, at least on your master. You want them to be like transparent, and then yeah, that's pretty much all you want. You want to push them to their maximum until they make a noticeable change to the sound, and then just back off until that change is gone. And that's how you get like the maximum loudness out of a limiter. Oh, another donation. Thank you, Ashu. Thank you for checking out, man. I'm a big fan. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Did I skip a few tracks? I listened to Nile last. Pierre, I skipped your track. Where's your track? Oh, did I skip? Oh, shit. Oh, sorry. It's because I listened to Nile here. And then I listened to this one. I didn't listen to this one though. Or that one. Sorry, I thought this was the last one listened to. Okay, so it's this one next. My bad, y'all. Oh, you're Austin. Okay, well, the floor is yours, Austin. Austin. I like that percussive sound. It's like really unique. The one's going dit 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 dit. I think that low percussion sound should either be removed or shortened, like bring down the decay on it, or bring down the sustain to 0 and then shorten the decay on it. I just feel like it's almost conflicting with the kick. I think you either need to sidechain that like top lead to the kick, or also shorten the decay on it or something. I think my instinct, like if this were a collab with me, the first thing I would do is go to that like top end arp and shorten the decay on it so it was like more plucky, like a dit 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 dit. Kind of just feels like it's sitting on top of the mix at the moment. I would also open up the envelope amount on the sub or the bass line. So it's just a bit, got a bit more grit on it, and yeah, I think the bass line also just needs a bit more like sub punch to it. But maybe just turn up the sub on the bass line a bit. Yeah, I think it gets a bit too noisy over here. Like the noise is too loud in comparison to what's happening here. I would just tone this down a bit, all the noise over here. And then I think the drop kind of just lacks power due to the bass synth kind of not being aggressive enough almost. So yeah, more high end and low end on it would do the job, I think. Still quite a nice vibe to this. Cool, thanks for saying that in. Yeah, nice vibes. I think there's just a few balancing issues. I think otherwise it sounds alright. Okay. Our tool. I think the sub on this kick is too long. It's kind of like resonant, like resonating, and at least in my room, it's kind of like overpowers the mix. Yeah, I like the ARP. I think it's mostly the kick. I think it's just a bit too long. Yeah, that bass line that like has portamento on it is really nice. I like that. I think that little like almost like, what is it, a trill ARP synth like fill thing that you have going that just hits over here. I think it's a bit too bright almost, like it should be a bit darker and more plucky to fit, just to suit the mix a bit better. Mr. Shark says, didn't get your real name. My real name is Julian. Most people call me Jules though. think for the most part, like the levels are good on this. The ARP is nice. Yeah, I would just shorten the kick a bit mostly. I think maybe you could also play with the filter a bit on that portamento kind of bass line. Just give it a few twists here and there, like open and close the filter and put some reverb on it or something. Julian sounds like a French name. It's not with an E, it's an A. But yeah, I think Julian is actually a French name. Julien. Monsieur Julien. Bonsoir. Oui. Why don't you want to call me Bound to Divide? What's wrong with my chosen stage name? Okay. Nile Pilot, I am going to skip your song until the end of the stream because I've already done one of yours. So if I have time at the end, I'm finishing at 5 p.m., which is in half an hour. If I have time at the end, I'll listen to your second song. But for now, I'm going to go on to Nada del Sol. I believe this guy is brother to Rufus du Sol, but I could be wrong. Hey, I had a question. Should the sub be 0 dB when the kick hits? Or should it be 20 to 30% volume during sidechain? Oh, by 0 dB you mean like no volume. Yeah, when I sidechain, I don't sidechain like to 0 volume, but some people do. I feel like sidechaining to 0 dB, like these very deep sidechains, is like kind of like almost like a fashionable thing to do back in 2011 to 2014-ish. You know, like the big room Tomorrowland phase where everything was like big and pumping. But now people, I think, are more side chaining, like just ducking a little bit, like maybe 5 to 10 dB kind of ducks on their side chain. Just enough to make the kick like consistently audible in the track, but without making the track like super pumping. That makes sense. I like this. I think it's just, it feels a tiny bit empty, like almost like there's room for a pad in the background or a drone or something. I'll also make the clap maybe a little bit wider. My only thing is I feel like the piano could be a little bit more present in the mix and a little less muddy. So maybe like a tiny dip at around 200, like maybe just 2 dB dip at around 200 hertz, 100 to 200 hertz, and then yeah, I actually do. I take that back. I mean, I think it should still maybe have a tiny bit around, tiny dip at around 200 hertz, but I think it's bright enough for this mix. Like it's not super bright, but it kind of suits the song, so. Nice chilled song. I mean, I've enjoyed just like sitting here and listening to it, so I don't think I'd change much. Ryozaki in the chat says calm and creamy, sunrise bike ride, headphones on, thinking and not thinking. Yeah, that's a good description of this. Well, thanks for sending that in. Nice chilled vibes. Zero logic. Okay, I immediately don't like that kick. It sounds like really hollow and boxy. Honestly, I feel like the kick is just ruining this track. Honestly, like, the kick in a dance track must be like, I'd say 50% of the success of a track is determined by the kick. And the other 50% is determined by like the musicality of the track. And obviously how it's mixed and stuff, but it kind of takes away from the energy of it. It's hitting way too high. I think 66 hertz for a kick is really weak. I think it should be hitting, at least around 40 hertz, 40, 50 hertz. What is this? Yeah, that's like a high C. I would aim for like, F, E, maybe F sharp, G sharp for a kick. Yeah, so I think just grab a few kicks from tracks that you like, try them out in your track and find one that works nicely. And I think the track will be about 10 times better with a new kick. And then after you've done that, I would add more like harmonic elements to the track, so a pad playing like some chords in the background, or like a drone just harmonizing with the melody. So at the moment it's a bit empty besides the obvious ARP that you have. Yeah, that's about all I got for that. Deltium Broken Toy. I'll turn down the hats a bit on this. I think the synths are quite nice, like the melody is quite nice, but the hats and stuff are almost like distracting. So maybe turning them down, maybe low or high passing them a bit, just to take out a bit more of that mid-range and make room for the synths pushing out hats to the sides, pushing out the clap to the sides and stuff. Just so that you can like tighten up the mix and clean things up. kick over here, I think is too like almost like clicky for the mix. So I think you could just like soak it in reverb and push it back in the mix and it would sound nice. Think like you know, Charmy Adieu, the song in the beginning where the kick is like reverbed and pushed to the back of the mix. I think you should do that over here. I think if you work on just trying to find a place in the mix, if you think of a mix as like 3 dimensions, like there's a bottom of the mix, the top of the mix, and then there's like a depth to the mix, so like front and back. You can always find a place for everything, like to be on its own in some sort of space. So like if I listen to this, you have the ARP that's going do 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 like that. Like maybe I would keep that at the front of the mix where it is right now. Then you have another sound that's going doop 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 doop. You could push that out to the sides or maybe to the back of the mix, just so that it's in a different place. Just something, just so that the ear can like, you know, either focus on one or the other, but quite easily. And I think the drums just feel a little bit messy, like they're like covered in reverb and maybe they're a bit loud. So I'd maybe just tone down that reverb and work on like panning hats around and stuff, just to try and just free up the mid, like the presence of the synths. So they're like at the front of the mix and they're the focus. If you listen to like professional tracks, like if you just go through an Anjuna playlist and compare it to yours, you'll immediately notice what I mean. Like the loudest, most obvious thing in the mix at any time is like, how do I put this? Is what the focus of the song should be. So like if there's a melody, the melody is being heard, it's at the front of the mix, and everything else is at the back, just kind of like pushing that melody forward and helping it along. So that's what you should always focus on doing, like finding what is the priority of the track, putting that at the front of the mix, and then finding a spot for everything else in the mix, like pushing it either to the sides or the back, or pushing it down by like high passing it, pushing it up by low passing it. Sorry, the other way around. I always get this confused. Pushing it up by high passing it, or pushing it down by low passing it. Yeah, and you get my point. Guys, I have time for one more song after this. I'm so sorry. Okay, thanks for sending that in. Who's next? I'm sorry guys, I can't get to everybody's song today. In the future, if you really want your song to be played, I will always play songs that of people who donate. So if you donate, you'll get priority. So the next song is Ryozaki. This looks like it's been released already. First thing I want to do is pluck this guy's 5 beard hairs. Yeah, I really like the percussion. It's in key and it sounds nice. So good job there. What is that, like a conga or bongo or something? Sounds good. I think good work so far. Like everything that needs to be at the front of the mix is there and it's like present. And the drums feel nice. A kind of like rhythmic drone almost. I don't know what to call it. Like pad that you have in the background. It sounds nice and interesting. Vocals are interesting. They're like, I don't know where they're from, but they sound pretty cool. I wouldn't call this like melodic house or anything. It sounds, I don't know what to call this. It's just different. But it's cool. I like it. I think you could probably do a little bit more work with the hats. Like it sounds like you've just got a... Yeah, pretty much just a shaker. I think you could have some more hats and stuff to make it a bit more interesting. Yeah, really well done for 4 months of producing music. Good work. I like it. I mean, it's not something that makes me want to come back and listen to it again and again and again. I don't hear much wrong with it. But yeah, it's okay. It's nice. It's interesting, I'd say. All right. Yeah, nice work. Yeah, very well done for 4 months. I'd love to see how you sound in 4 years. And nice, interesting sounds. I think you should stick with the whole Tunisia vibe that you've got going, especially if you're from there. That could be your edge moving forward, like your thing. So stick with that if you can, and keep working at it. I think you got potential. So yeah. I'm so sorry I can't get to everybody's song, especially if you've been sitting and watching this entire live stream, but unfortunately I'm out of time and I've got other obligations in life, so I have to go. But if you are here next week and you post your song nice and early in the day, I will probably get to it. And if you really, really, really want me to listen to it first, then donate and I will listen to it first. Thanks again for joining, and I hope you guys have a nice Friday evening. And yeah, catch you later.